Sneakers have become more than just a type of footwear. They have become a cultural phenomenon and status symbol. What was once considered a subculture has gone completely mainstream, where people of all ages and backgrounds now consider them an essential part of their daily outfits. Over 22 billion pairs of shoes are produced every year, and this market is projected to grow by 65% by 2025. The sneaker drop culture promotes overconsumption through a constant cycle of new releases, which has significantly impacted the environment through the rapid increase in production and demand for new designs. According to a study from MIT's Materials Systems Laboratory, a standard pair of running shoes produces around 30 pounds of carbon dioxide emission during production. In perspective, that's equivalent to leaving a 100-watt light bulb on for an entire week. Most of these emissions come from coal-powered manufacturing plants in Asia. The industry's ecological footprint accounts for 1.4% of global greenhouse gas emissions, equivalent to around half the emissions from air travel. Additionally, about 90% of shoes still end up in landfill, many of which are within the first 12 months of purchase, and can take up to 1,000 years to decompose. Our impact on the planet will long outlast our own lives. Well, with all of this, what is being done about it? These factors have created a need for innovative solutions, such as using alternative materials and production methods to create more sustainable products. This video will provide an overview of current industry initiatives geared toward making more sustainable sneakers across the entire supply chain, from conception to manufacturing to use and back, a circular economy. When we talk about shoes, we often think of them as a single item, but in reality, they are made up of three main parts: the upper, midsole, and outsole, and each of these parts is made up of many smaller pieces, roughly 23 components in all. The assembly process of a shoe is complex, involving over 360 processing steps, such as sewing, cutting, injection molding, foaming, and heating to assemble 20-plus discrete parts. Additionally, standard materials such as polyester and polyurethane are highly energy-intensive to manufacture and take decades to degrade, releasing harmful chemicals into the environment as they break down. As fashion trends rapidly change and sneaker production and sales increase, the disposal of shoes is also increasing, contributing to the growing amount of sneaker waste in landfills. To prevent sneakers from directly ending up in landfills, two alternatives are donating or recycling them. Recycling sneakers involves tasks such as sorting, cleaning, and disassembling. These products can become extremely challenging to recycle due to the wide variety of materials in a single pair of shoes. Further, many of these labor-intensive processes occur in countries in the global south, where the shoes have to be transported across the world, further contributing to greenhouse gas emissions. Current industry giant Nike is a leading innovator in the footwear industry, known for pushing the boundaries of design and technology to create high-performance athletic and lifestyle shoes. Nike's commitment to sustainability is summarized by its initiatives to move to zero waste, launched in 2019. Some highlights include one-box packaging, Nike Refurbished program, and Nike Grind, which started in the 1990s and transforms manufacturing waste and post-consumer shoes into new products, including sneakers, apparel, playing surfaces like tracks and basketball courts, furniture, and accessories. While in principle Nike Grind is a great solution that champions the idea of recycling and reuse, a 2019 study from the University of California investigated Nike Grind and concluded that the initiative is limited in environmental impact and that Nike should instead focus on using biodegradable materials or closed-loop systems that upcycle materials. Nike's Space Hippie is a collection of 4 silhouettes inspired by life on Mars and material scarcity, informing designs created out of junk. The Space Hippie line essentially ties together all of the Move to Zero initiatives in an accessible model. The design includes an upper made of 85 to 90% recycled materials, and the outsole tooling crater foam is about 12% Nike Grind material. While these shoes demonstrate what can be made from Nike's recycling initiative, they are still considered limited edition and not produced at the same scale as their non-sustainable counterparts. Despite this line serves as inspiration and a step in the right direction. So, beyond recycling, what other measures are being taken in the sneaker industry to tackle sustainability? At the other end of the spectrum of Nike is the ISPA program, which stands for Improvise, Scavenge, Protect, and Adapt. These principles guide a specialized group of Nike's R&D team to design forward-thinking experimental products. ISPA released the Link and Link Access shoes last year, designed for easy disassembly. Unlike traditional shoes that require harmful adhesives to join their components, which makes disassembly for recycling difficult, these ISPA shoes are made from 3 parts, assembled without glue. This makes it possible to fully disassemble them for recycling at the end of their wear cycle. Although a dedicated and unique production line is necessary for their construction, the glueless design eliminates harmful adhesives in several energy-intensive and time-consuming steps. This significantly reduces the sneaker's carbon footprint and production time, with each pair taking only 8 minutes to assemble. While these shoes may not fit everyone's style, they succeed in telling a story of their design process and the education that was required to produce them. Those with an appreciation for circularity will be drawn to them, and it is a matter of time before this will expand to the general market. Further, as this requires a whole new manufacturing approach, it will take time to implement this on a larger scale. Another exciting innovation is additive manufacturing or 3D printed shoes. Zellerfeld is a young footwear company founded in Germany in 2020, leveraging 3D printing to create new futuristic silhouettes. These shoes revolutionize the idea of a production line in manufacturing. They are factory-free and made to order, minimizing waste and excess while eliminating traditional upfront costs ranging from tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars per shoe design. While conventional sneakers use over 40 different materials, Zellerfeld shoes are made from only one, TPU, which is 100% recyclable. As a result, they can be updated or reprinted with minimal performance loss. While these 3D printed shoes are not yet mass-produced, a recent study investigated their hypothetical emissions and determined that Zellerfeld shoes currently emit similar amounts of CO2 during production as conventionally manufactured shoes, but this amount can be halved through adjustments in their production process. Further, 3D printing can have social and economic sustainability benefits, such as reducing worker burden and allowing for decentralized production with lower costs. While innovations are exciting, they are a distant reality from being implemented on a larger scale, and consumers and brands need solutions for today. Sneakers are often thrown away when the soles wear out, as replacing them can be difficult due to the lack of a convenient solution. In 2022, Vibram launched a sustainability campaign called Repair If You Care, which promotes repairing sneakers through local cobblers instead of purchasing new ones. The promotion of repair through a pre-existing worldwide network of suppliers is an interesting push towards sustainability, as it encourages reduced consumption by extending product lifespan. While resoling a pair of sneakers might be uncommon in modern times and have a few barriers such as cost and access, the idea of repairing and extending the life of sneakers could be revolutionary for consumption and sustainability. Ultimately, the footwear industry is experiencing exciting innovations in production, and this presentation offers a brief survey of some novel solutions for sustainability. The Future Now exhibit at the Bata Shoe Museum explores innovative and futuristic designs in footwear, examining how advanced technology, unconventional materials, and new ideas are transforming the industry. While it's great to see brands making steps towards sustainable products, it is currently up to the consumers to determine how much is marketing and what is actually good for the environment. Oftentimes, brands will throw around buzzword claims of sustainability but fail to offer transparency regarding material sources and carbon emissions across entire supply chains and end-of-life cycles. Companies need to be held accountable for their sustainability claims. There is reason for optimism as governments in some parts of the world are introducing stricter regulations to combat climate change. Legislators are recognizing that companies need to take more responsibility and are proposing regulatory measures to encourage sustainability in the textile and fashion industries. These measures may lead to changes in clothing labels and store offerings, which would shift the burden away from consumers having to buy better and consume less. In conclusion, the sneaker industry's exponential growth has had a considerable impact on the environment, leading to the need for innovative solutions that prioritize circularity. Despite challenges in materials, production scale, and consumer attitudes, the momentum towards sustainable sneakers is increasing. While promoting the ethical disposability and disassembly of sneakers highlights their circularity, it poses a challenge for companies marketing towards sneaker collectors. These sustainable factors contribute to making circular sneakers less collectible or valuable compared to traditional models, potentially threatening the market for valuable sneakers, a billion-dollar industry. Despite this, industry giants like Nike are leading the way in promoting sustainable designs, materials, and production methods, providing hope for the preservation of sneaker culture in the market for collectibles. While the issue of sneakers ending up in landfills persists and current recycling initiatives have limitations, the industry must adopt a more circular approach, considering a shoe's end-of-life cycle during its conception and production phases. It is only through collaborative efforts across the entire supply chain that the sneaker industry can work towards a more sustainable future that balances fashion and function while protecting the planet.